Yesterday on First Take, you called for Kathy Engelbert's resignation from her role as WNBA commissioner. When you hear Caitlyn Clark there, how does that strike you?
Doesn't strike me at all. Same reaction. Kathy Engelbert should resign as the commissioner of the WNBA. And the reason...
Yesterday on First Take, you called for Kathy Engelbert to step down as WNBA commissioner. When you hear Caitlyn Clark's name mentioned in this context, how does that strike you? For me, it doesn't. Same reaction. Kathy Engelbert should resign. Plain and simple. Stop everything for a second and listen closely. What the WNBA has just done is arguably the most self-destructive, petty, and frankly suicidal decision in professional sports history. We thought the league had already hit rock bottom, Olympic snub, Rookie of the Year controversy, but this is a whole new level. Insiders have confirmed the WNBA, under Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, has formally warned Caitlyn Clark. And what's the reason? Did she break a rule? Fail a drug test? No. She signed a groundbreaking deal with NBC Universal to work as a broadcaster. And the league claims that's a conflict of interest. Let that sink in. This is the woman who rescued the league from financial peril. The woman who brought private jets, billion-dollar TV deals, and unprecedented attention to the WNBA. And what's the reward for her contribution? A legal threat. Absolute madness. This isn't just a misstep, it's sabotage. Even voices in sports media are outraged. Stephen A. Smith, one of the loudest and most respected commentators, has called for heads to roll. And he's right. The league's action is a declaration of war against its own star, the very player keeping it afloat. Caitlyn Clark is the golden goose of the WNBA. She drives ratings, she drives attention, she drives revenue. And instead of supporting her, the league threatens her. Stephen A. didn't mince words. This is egregious, blasphemous, and reeks of jealousy. The commissioner isn't acting like a leader, she's acting like a hall monitor. He points out the obvious: promoting basketball on national TV isn't a threat, it's free marketing. If Caitlyn Clark appears on Sunday Night Football or at the Olympics wearing WNBA gear, that's exposure money. Can't buy.to claim this NBC deal hurts the WNBA is absurd. It's like saying Michael Jordan starring in Space Jam hurt the Chicago Bulls. It's nonsense. Stephen A. demands
derogatory and unappreciative of the athletes that represent her league. And then the person I call the golden goose of the WNBA, Caitlyn Clark, you understand, who is box office for the WNBA. Just look at the numbers, look at the ratings, look at everything. For her to come out and say
one simple thing: Kathy Engelbert must resign immediately. If the league can't see Caitlyn's value, or worse, tries to punish her, they are unfit to lead. Let's talk numbers. Caitlyn Clark makes $76,000 in the WNBA. Yes, you read that right. $76,000. The mascot for the Denver Nuggets makes $600,000 a year. The woman who is the face of women's basketball earns next to nothing. And yet the league thinks it can dictate what she does outside of it. That's delusional entitlement. Imagine a boss paying minimum wage trying to block you from a multi-million-dollar deal. You'd laugh and quit. Caitlyn Clark has that leverage. The NBC deal isn't a side hustle, it's the main event. She earns more in one weekend than the WNBA pays her in 4 years. And the league? They respond with a warning. It's insulting, degrading, and shows the league treats itself as a hobby, not a business. Want control over a star? Put money on the table. Otherwise, step back. Why did Engelbert make this move? She's a former CEO, she knows business. The answer is ugly: the locker room. This warning didn't originate in the boardroom, it came from jealousy. Veterans grinding for years, sacrificing to make ends meet, resent a 22-year-old rookie flying private and landing 8-figure deals. They pressured the commissioner to humble Caitlyn. And she caved. Weak leadership. This is a classic case of punishing talent to appease envy. Caitlyn Clark is special. She's the reason fans tune in. By listening to jealousy, the commissioner is actively poisoning the well. Stephen A. pointed out that instead of hating on Caitlyn's deal, veterans should ask how they can get one themselves. But envy runs too deep. This warning is institutionalized hazing, legally. This is a suicide mission for the league. NBC is owned by Comcast, one of the largest media conglomerates on earth. The WNBA has no leverage. Caitlyn's WNBA contract likely doesn't prohibit media work. There is no conflict. None. And sponsors? They are backing Caitlyn, not the league. Threaten her, and those dollars could vanish overnight. Now, Caitlyn has a choice. And if you know her competitive nature, she's not backing down. She will appear on NBC, hold the microphone, interview LeBron James, and dare the WNBA to do something about it. And when that happens, the league is in a lose-lose.
What I said was that weak-ass response that Kathy Engelbert, I'm going to say it again because people thought I stuttered just there. I don't know how because I don't stutter. Weak-ass comment. I'm going to say it one more time. Weak-ass comeback. That's what she did.
Suspend her, and fans revolt. Back down, and they look weak. The warning proves the league's leadership is broken. They've taken the greatest asset in the history of women's basketball and treated her like a suspect. Kathy Engelbert, if you're listening, resign. Step aside. Let someone who understands business, media, and star power take over. Because if you continue letting jealousy and pettiness dictate decisions, you will go down as the commissioner who destroyed the WNBA. Caitlyn Clark will be fine. NBC will be fine. But the league? On life support. The real warning is for the WNBA, move out of the way or get run over. The Caitlyn Clark train isn't stopping for anyone, especially not a league that pays her less than a mascot. The world is watching. Stephen A. is watching. The clock is ticking. Fix this, or face the consequences. Top everything. The WNBA just officially fired the first shot at its own superstar. Caitlyn Clark, the woman carrying this league on her back, was slapped with a formal warning. Why? Because she signed a historic broadcasting deal with NBC. Not for breaking rules. Not for drugs. Not for misconduct. Just for making money and promoting basketball. Think about it, this is the woman who brought the WNBA to life. Private jets, billion-dollar TV deals, rating spikes, and the league responds with a legal threat. That's insane. Absolute madness. It's a declaration of war against the very talent that saved them. Even Stephen A. Smith can't hold back. He calls this egregious, blasphemous, and yes, jealousy-fueled. The commissioner isn't leading, she's policing. Threatening the golden goose instead of celebrating her. Stephen A. is right, Caitlyn on NBC is free advertising for the WNBA. Basketball is basketball. Exposure like that. Priceless. Let's be real, $76,000 is all the WNBA pays her. That's not even a salary, it's a tip. Yet they think they can control her multi-million-dollar NBC deal. That's delusion. You wouldn't stand for that in your job. Why should she? This isn't a side hustle, it's the main stage. She earns more in one weekend than the league does paying her for years. Why this warning? Pressure from jealous veterans. Years grinding for peanuts, playing overseas, seeing a 22-year-old rookie fly private and cash multi-million deals, and they want to humble her. And Engelbert. She caved. Weak leadership. Punishing the star to appease envy. Here's the cold hard truth, the league can't win this fight. NBC has lawyers worth more per hour than the WNBA's entire salary cap. Sponsors are on Caitlyn's side, not the league's. Threaten her, and the money goes elsewhere. Caitlyn Clark has all the power. And she's not backing down. She'll show up on NBC, interview LeBron, promote basketball, and dare the league to touch her. Suspend her. Fans revolt. Back down. Weak. The WNBA is trapped. This warning proves it. The leadership is broken. They've taken their greatest asset and treated her like a liability. Kathy Engelbert, resign. Step aside before jealousy kills the league you were supposed to lead. The Caitlyn Clark train isn't stopping, and the world is watching.